happening today. Anthony Bernal, a top aide to First Lady Jill Biden while in office, is set to testify before the House Oversight Committee on the alleged cover-up of former President Biden's mental decline. Bernal, described as the former First Lady's work husband, had to be subpoenaed by committee chair James Comer after he refused to testify voluntarily. Michael LaRosa, who served as press secretary to Jill Biden, told Fox Digital, quote, "Nobody spent more personal time around them and their family and the Biden family than Anthony." Those are your headlines, guys. Back over to you.
So I just think, Carly, they're somehow related. This testimony this week, Annie Tomasini, who's Biden's aide on Friday, that has everything to do with why he gave 10 minutes to the New York Times. It was a disaster to hear his doctor take the fifth.
Yep.
And now he says, I got to say something to show I'm sane, but he didn't help himself at all by saying that I signed every one, but he didn't really sign off on everyone. I gave criteria for all those pardons.
Why go to print? Why not do an interview publicly where someone can go without your wife jumping in like they did on The View?
Yeah.
So the American people can see what we saw on the debate stage.
Right.
Well, some of his aides have testified. Now you have some more that are. But I understand.
This guy's a big guy.
I understand why the doctor didn't, though, because of HIPAA
Why?
regulations. You can't talk publicly about what you know about your patients.
Well, he could have said that because of HIPAA regulations, but he said, I take the fifth to not incriminate myself.
Well,
he says, well, I'm a doctor and I can't say that, but he could say this. Why wouldn't you give him a cognitive exam?
Right.
When was he diagnosed with cancer? You know,
Also,
how could you not give him a prostate exam for 15 years?
Yeah. Also, Mr. Transparency, the President of the United States, the former president could have said, okay, I cleared my doctor to tell him everything.
Absolutely, yeah. So I think this thing is going to get bigger, and I think they're worried because the inner circle is under oath.
Yeah.
That they're going to lie.
Not good.
A lot of their attorneys are telling them not to talk because of that reason.
Right. But now Bernal, after blowing off 2 weeks ago, will now be back in action.
All right.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.